Okay, everybody, well, let's get rolling. Today is Recoup and Regroove. Now, before we get started, I wanted to hit just a couple of questions that came to me earlier this week. So I really appreciate it when you guys call or send me an email and ask the questions so I can do some research and get you a good answer. However, the first one was about sitting in your chair all day. So, sitting in your chair and getting that slump going on. Let's say you're sitting at a computer all day long, typing away. You start off nice and perky because of the coffee. And then as the day or the morning goes along, we slowly start to hunch forward and come into ourselves. And this is where we find ourselves by like 9 o'clock. So for that, just think about your shoulders. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. We do when we're standing in Tadasana. That will help align the torso, get you seated where you should be, and you can get right back into it. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to slump again. It's going to go forward again. Just think about shoulders, okay? Back and down. Okay, something else you can do, just to wake up the spinal column while you're seated at your chair, a simple twist in your chair. So one hand can grab the back, the other hand the leg. Keep the torso tall as you twist and look over a shoulder, and then you can do the other side. Really easy here, nothing too dramatic. And then, depending on your chair, how you're sitting, the feet are flat on the floor, open up the knees a bit, and then you can come forward, reaching for the floor or top of your shoes. And just use that to help elongate that lower back, the head relax. And if you're feeling frisky, sitting in your office, you can always come off your chair and lengthen the legs. Lots of options here for it. But something really simple you can do while you're seated at your chair in your office. If you're standing, and I stand at my desk, same thing for me. While I'm standing at my desk, I tend to slump over the keyboard from time to time. So the same process works standing at your desk. Also with the twisting and with the forward folds. Okay, so that was the first thing. Oh, and you can learn more about this on nafsiyoga.com. I have a PDF you can download. It's called Office Yoga. Matter of fact, I have Office Yoga 1 and Office Yoga 2 that's on there. It's not a video, it's a PDF, and it's got photos and descriptions of all the postures. You'll see a lot of airmen, the Air Force Base on there. They volunteered to be models for me. All right, so that's one. Two, I was asked about a COVID yoga practice, COVID yoga home practice. So during, or also a pandemic practice, pandemic yoga practice. Seriously, it's everything we're doing now. Postures we've done in the past that you can do comfortably in your own home. But going off into the far left side of the field, a pandemic yoga session can also equate to, make sure you wear your mask while you're at home and wrap yourself in cellophane. Absolute protection when you're doing yoga. But in reality, pandemic yoga equates to home yoga, which equates to naked yoga. Just get over it. You'll be fine. All right. Today, it's all about, I'm glad I muted everybody on this one. Okay, so it's called Recoup and Regroove. If you're standing, let's come down to the mat. We're going to do Javada Praviti first, our supine twist. We're going to be on our backs, legs bent, feet are flat on the mat. I know, Javada Praviti is what we normally do at the end, and we will, but let's go ahead and work it now. We'll drop the knees to the left side of the mat. Keep your right shoulder on the mat, arms relaxed on your sides. And if you're feeling pretty good right now, and you want to go a little tighter with that twist, get the top leg out. Or you can take that right leg, twist it over the left leg, and bring your knees down together. Kicking it out or twisting will get you a slightly tighter twisting action on that lower lumbar. So either you're left or to the right, it doesn't matter. Hold here. Start to connect with your breath, please. I know it's Monday, but let's make it happen. Try to keep the mouth closed. Breathe in and out through the nose. Nice and deep. All right, let's bring those knees up, those legs up. Let's do the other side. You can keep the legs together and just bring them down to the right side of the mat. Try to keep the left shoulder on the mat at this point. And yes, you have those options of kicking that top leg or the left leg up and out, or crossing the left leg over the right. Do what feels good for you today. All right. Your breath, it's our Ujjayi pranayama breath. So we're breathing in and out through the nose. Try to keep the mouth closed. We're trying to bring in a little more air than normal, and then exhale a little more air than normal. We're really filling up and expanding the lungs. Okay, looking good. From here, let's keep it easy. The legs, if your legs are to the right side of the mat, just bring your left shoulder over, and we're gonna roll and sit up and go to cat-cow. So we'll be on all fours. So from all fours, you know where we're at already. Shoulders are over the wrist, hips are over the knees. As you inhale, take your gaze up, drop the stomach towards the mat. As you exhale, hunch forward like that angry cat, spreading the shoulder blades, bring the stomach in, and keep moving. You can do this at your own pace. This is great for that spinal column. As you inhale, don't forget about the pelvis. So we're rolling the tailbone up with the inhale. And with the exhale, we're rolling the pelvis in. I mean, exaggerate the movement. Really exaggerate it. And work, when I say that exaggeration, you're working from the pelvis. Do a few more, please. Got it. If I had the mute off, I'd hear the breath. Couple more here. Working into the arms and the shoulders, especially for exhales. And bring it to neutral. Woo! Nice. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's work into the legs a bit. Take your right leg back. Toes are down on the mat. And push that right heel towards the wall behind you. So the leg is nice and tight. You're pushing your hands into the mat. That right leg is tight. Not a lot of action in that left leg right now. Keep it tight. Hold here. Awesome. And bring that right leg up, parallel to the mat. Bend and open at the hip. So just lift the right knee up as you can. And we're taking that right foot left side of the mat. If anything else, just keep thinking about the right knee and lifting it a little higher. Keep the arms long. Don't bend the arms. If you've got some really serious back issues going on, a small bend in the arms is fine. Other than that, try to keep the arms elevated and bring the right leg straight back and down so the right knee comes to the mat. Other side. Extend the left leg, left toes are down on the mat. Push and heel towards the wall behind you. And you're working into that left foot really nicely here. Working into the inner arches too. Quadricep is tight, left one knuckles. Right leg is somewhat relaxed here. You're pushing your hands into the mat as you push that left heel towards the wall. Here, breathe. Looks good, folks. And recover. Lean forward, lift the leg up. Bend at the knee and open the hip. Take that left foot over to the right side of the mat. Hey, if you're leaning into this, do not lean. Your shoulders and your hips square to the front of the mat. That's it. So keep that left knee lifting up a little higher. Look at the breath, nice and deep. Focus on the breath. And recover. Extend the left leg back and down. Great. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So from all fours on the mat here, come underneath your toes. I want you to lift your hips towards the ceiling, but keep the knees bent. Push your hips to the wall behind you. And extend the arms. Keep your head relaxed in between your arms. So your knees are bent, maybe as much as halfway to the floor. Your toes are pressing into the mat. All right, so far so good. Now let's go ahead and do it. Lift the hips and lower your heels to the mat if you can. The hands are about shoulders width apart. Your fingers are spread. Your head's relaxed in between the arms. Your feet, if they are apart, no wider than hips width apart. And you're working your heels to the mat. This is Adho Mukha Savasana for you Sanskrit junkies. Hey, let's walk it out, shall we? Lift one heel and lower the other. You can even pivot on the balls of the feet to the left and to the right a couple of times. All right, let's come on to our toes. Lift your heels up. See how few toes you can be on. And relax the heels towards the mat. Nice one. Here we go. Give me one more breath in. And on your exhale, child's pose. So bring the knees down. Big toes can come together. Optional, you can bring the knees apart and push your hips to your heels. Now you can keep your arms extended or fold your arms or reach your arms to the sides of your body. Lots of options here. Give yourselves a few breaths right here. If your hips do not touch the heels, no big deal. We'll get there with time. All right, give me two more deep inhalations, two more deep exhalations. And we'll meet in all fours. We'll come up to hands, knees. All right, number two, downward facing dog. Come underneath your toes, lift your hips up, and come into your best posture here, downward facing dog. All right, once again, arms extended, hands no more than shoulders apart. But if you have tight shoulders, you can take your hands further apart. You can even take them off your mat. That's fine. You can take them as wide as you need to. Find some comfort. Flexibility in the shoulders. All right, friends, let's keep moving with this one. We're going to step up to our hands. So take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, take 2, maybe 3 steps or hop your feet, your hands, and come up halfway. So we have a flat back. The legs are extended. The hands can brace onto the legs, either above or below the knees. The key, though, is having a nice flat back. Imagine having a tea tray in your back. Don't want to spill the tea. Shoulders are away from your ears, and your shoulder blades are coming close to the flange. Inhale. Exhale, slide the hands down your legs, reaching for the mat, top of the feet, or the shins. Wherever you can reach. Don't sweat it if you can't touch the floor today. All right, one more time. Inhale, come up halfway. Another flat back here. Those shoulders purposely away from the ears. Chest comes forward towards the top of the mat. Inhale again. Exhale, slide the hands down towards the mat. Relax the head. And let's roll up. Let your arms hang. Let your head hang. Just roll up nice and easy. One vertebra at a time. All the way up to standing. Once you get to 0, hands to hips. Small back bend. Pelvis forward. Lift the heart. Oh, this will do it nicely for us. Spinal column here, and then lift up to you. We made it to standing. All right, volcano. So from Tadasana, mountain pose. Your feet can be together, but if you're having issues with your balance on this one, take the feet apart. No wider than your hips, please. All right, let's inhale, bring the arms up. Interlace your fingers and palms, push up to the ceiling. Push up, extend the arms, try to get those biceps near the ears. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Small back bend might be happening here, but you'll be all right. Press the palms towards the ceiling. Your heart lifts, your core in, your legs are energized. Do not hover, scrunch the toes. Press up, press up. Keep that breath nice and steady, in and out. One more breath in. Exhale, release the hands to the side. Nice. Okay, chair pose. Whatever we used to do. So let's start by just simply bending the knees. Hands can be on top of the knees. So the hips are going back. We're putting the weight in our heels. Try not to scrunch the toes. Push those up. All right, let's get those arms engaged. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling again. If this is too much for your shoulder, having a bad shoulder day, the arms can be parallel to the floor. Or hands can be at heart center. If this is too much, put your hands wherever you need to, folks. Your practice here, we'll be all right. Besides, my focus here, quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, you're already feeling it. So let's come down a little more. That's it, we're looking good. Kathy 1, come down a little more. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. All right, inhale deep. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching for the mat, top of the feet or shins. Woo! Let's roll up, please. Nice and easy. Bend those knees a little bit as you roll up. Becomes a bit of a funky roll up. That works for us. Okay, one more chair pose. Let's inhale the arms up. And sit down into chair pose. Feel where you're comfortable. However, if you're too comfortable, then I need you to bring the hips down a little more. I need you to work with this. Work at it, get a little deeper. We have a lot of plateaus we reach in our practice. It takes just a little bit, a skosh more to go beyond that plateau. Skosh is the word of the day. It's a southern-based word, not positive. Here we go, arms are up. Try that, give me a small arch in the back. So we're lifting the torso up. Coming down a little more. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, reaching to the mat, top of your shins. Again, roll up slowly. Knees are bent slightly. Bring it up nice and easy. One vertebra at a time. Hands to hips, small back bend. Pelvis forward, lift the heart, and bring it up to neutral. Groovy. Okay. Let's try some forward folds now. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down as you reach forward to the top of the feet, mat or shins. Keep the knees soft as you need to. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive. Reach up, lift up. Nice work. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go. Bring it down. Up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Bring it all the way up. Exhale your arms to the side. Okay. From the top of your mat or your workout area, let's do a lunge. We're going to hold this lunge for a few breaths. Let's start with the right leg. We'll step back. And that right heel is up. And you can bring the torso down. That's fine. So your hands are down on the mat. Take that foot back. I want as wide a stretch as you can with this one. And make sure the left ankle is in front of the left knee. I want the left knee in front of it, okay? All right, we're here. Now, if your hands are on the mat or on blocks, that's fine. You can hang right here. If you want to go a little deeper, have some fun with balance work, well, you can rest your forearms on that left leg. Bring the torso up a little bit. A little higher, you can actually press on top of that left knee. Just working your balance. Hey, if you're losing your balance here, you can heel toe the left side a little bit. Other than that, take note of where you're looking. If you're looking at something that's moving, that might be disorienting. All right, one more breath here. We're doing good. All right, give me an inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. And step your right foot up and roll up slowly. Groovy. All right, we've got the other side to do. So take the left leg back to a lunge. Make sure the left heel is up. And when you're ready, bring the hands down towards the mat. I'm taking my left foot back a little more, increasing that space. That's a nice long lunge we've got. And as before, my right ankle is in front of the right knee. Yours doesn't have to be in front this far, but it should be directly under or slightly in front, not behind the knee. All right, lots of options here, folks. You can hang here with your hands on the mat, or go a little deeper. I'm putting my forearms on my right knee, just hanging out right here. Bit of a challenge. Okay, my left foot's slipping a little bit behind me. I'm going to press that left toes into the mat a little more, leaning forward a little bit. Far so good. One more breath. We're looking good, folks. We cover everything, every practice. All right, give me an inhale. Exhale, hands on the mat, and let's take a couple of steps, a couple of hops to bring that left foot up, and let's roll up slowly. Heard that pop? My right hip. I'm fine. Hey, don't forget, drink water whenever you need to during the practice. We're working a lot here, so don't cheat yourself. You'll be fine. All right, let's keep going. The Warrior series is next. Warrior 1, Warrior 2, extended side angle. We're going to start from the top of our mat. Let's start in Warrior number 1. We'll take the right leg back so the chest and pelvis favor the front of the mat. Arms extended. That left leg is bending towards 90 degrees. You may not have that left knee at 90 degrees. Bending towards it is fine. All right, even if your feet are slightly closer together, that's groovy. Go where you're comfortable today, please. This is Warrior number 1, or Virabhadrasana 1. All right, from here, let's open up to Warrior 2. So we're twisting a little bit to the right. Now your chest and pelvis favor the right side of the mat. Hands are equal to or slightly higher than the shoulders. Right foot is at about 40-odd degrees maybe, and your left leg is still bent towards 90. All right, for you guys out there, it might be easier to get the feet open a little wider, lower the center of gravity a little more. Good. Let's reverse this, shall we? Right hand to right leg. Left palm is up, and lift that left arm. Now that right arm, if you feel like multitasking, you can bring it behind you, reaching for the left thigh. I know it sounds crazy, but you can do it. You can't reach it today. Continue to work on this. Shoulder flexibility will come. All right, let's bring it back to Warrior number 2. Ooh. Extended side angle. Let's do it easy, shall we? Bend the left arm, left elbow, left knee. Right arm up and overhead. Essentially, that right bicep is near the right ear. Deep lunge, another lunge going on. All right, if you want to go deeper with this one, you can take the left fingertips towards the mat. So I don't have to put any pressure there. Deep lunge, good, good. Go where you can, do what you can, have some fun with it. Give me an inhale. Exhale, look down at the mat, bring the right arm down, and just step up. It doesn't have to be fancy or really cool. We'll do cool when we get back to Recoup. All right, we've got the other side to do. So from Tadasana, let's take the left leg back to Warrior 1. But give yourselves a second here to get into your best posture for Warrior 1. Chest and pelvis favoring the front. Arms are up. The right leg bends towards 90 degrees. Keep the heart lifting towards the ceiling. Fingers are energized. You might even do a small back bend here. Ah, you guys are looking good. That left hip, left glute, it's tight. It's firm. The left foot is pressing into the mat. Okay, from warrior one, let's open to warrior two. We twist a little to the left. Arms come down parallel to the mat. All right, your core, don't forget about your stomach. It's in. Now, my feet are apart quite a bit here. Yours may not be. Go where you can today. But I do want you to work on shoulders. So hands are equal to or higher than shoulders. Go up and lower. Work on getting them equal to that amount. All right, let's reverse this. Left hand, left leg. Right palm is up and lift the right arm. If you don't have any neck issues, you're looking past your right hand towards your ceiling. If you do have neck issues, keep the head neutral, straight ahead. That's fine. Nice stretch on the right side, compression on the left. And of course, you can reach that left hand behind you, reaching for the right thigh. We do a lot of multitasking yoga. All right, here we go. One more breath in. On your exhale, come back to warrior two. Arms are out again. Extended side angle. Let's bend the right arm, right elbow, right knee. I'm going to lunge a little deeper into this. Left arm is up and overhead. The left bicep is near the left ear. That's it. Wonderful lines of energy from the left fingertips all the way to the outer edge of the left foot. Alternately, you can bring the right fingertips down to the mat. Try not to put too much pressure on the right fingertips. I want you to use your core strength. Keep that torso right where it's at. Nice. Give me two more breaths right here. We're looking awesome. One more breath. And on your exhale, look down for balance, release that left arm, and let's step up. Step up, shake it off. Okay. All right, I'm feeling one balanced posture tonight. So let's do tree pose. So for tree or vrikshasana, remember, if you need a chair or a wall, make use of a chair or a wall. Okay? It's fine to make use of these for our practice. All right, for tree pose, let's start balancing on the right leg. We're going to bring the left leg up. And you can bring it up to phase one, as I like to call it, where the toes are on the mat, the heel is over, not on the right ankle. You want to go further, bring that left foot up halfway onto the right leg. And if you're feeling pretty good and you have the flexibility, you can bring that left foot to the upper part of the right thigh. Now this is a hip opener, okay? So that left knee going off to the left. Okay, keep the torso in, the core is in, shoulders are back, hands at heart center. And you're more than welcome to grow your limbs as you see fit, or just grow one limb on a chair or a wall. If you fall out, no one knows. You're doing fine. Nice work. Core in and breathe. And recover. Shake it off. Awesome work. Okay. Let's get right into the other side. Ground down on the left leg. Your right foot comes at either phase one or two. Or if you want to bring it all the way up, that's fine. I'm going to keep mine halfway up on the leg. The knee, the right knee is going out about 85 degrees. I also have a tight right, so it's not going full length. Hands, of course, can be at heart center. Or one hand's at heart center, the other hand is on a wall, or a chair, whatever you need. And of course, you can grow your limbs. Young people say, it's all good. Work these up. And recover. Nice. Excellent. All right, I'm going to move my chair to the side. And we're coming down to the mat. Cobra pose. We're going to lie down on the mat. Big toes are together. Feet are flat on the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Keep those elbows tucked in, please. Let's do a baby cobra. Lift your chin and chest, but no pressure on the hands. I want you to be able to lift your hands off the mat without losing any altitude of the torso. We lift chin and chest. Hold here and breathe. Keep your head neutral. You can look a couple of inches in front of you. You don't have to look straight ahead. Now I'll put a bit of a strain on the neck. All right, inhale. Exhale, release your torso. Nice. Okay, we've got one more to do here. So give it a breath here. All right, número dos. Vanish. There we go. Number two, lift chin and chest. This time, add a little pressure on the hands onto your mat. We're going up a little higher. The elbows tucked in. Head is neutral. If your hips are cinched, you can relax them. It's all about the lower back, right about here. And from here, if you want to go further, extend the arms all the way. Oh. All right. So if you're already here, great. If your shoulders are not over your wrists, you can see that just a little bit. And feel free to hang right here. This is a variation of both cobra and upward dog, believe it or not. But if you want to do the full version, full posture of upward facing dog, I want you to tighten your legs and lift your thighs and knees off of the mat. Top of your feet, actually, your tops of your feet will stay on the mat. Thighs are lifted, and back bends. Pelvis lowered towards the mat. You're just lifting your thighs off the mat, your knees off the mat, just a couple of inches. All right, here we go. Inhale deep. Exhale, release the legs and slowly come down. No face plants, please, in your own homes, and relax your arms to your sides. Oh, we'll give it a second here. Whew. Yeah, thank you, Rick. Okay. Locust is next, Salabhasana. So from your chin, lift chin and chest. Lift your arms and lift your feet off the mat. Doesn't have to be much. If your knees come off the mat, great. If not, that's what we'll work for in the next couple of weeks here. All right, alternate variations. Take your arms out to the sides, or you can clasp your hands behind your back. Shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades coming in. Arms are out to the sides. Make sure they're equal to or higher than your shoulders. Awesome. Inhale. Exhale, release your body back to the mat. And from here, child's pose. Push up to all fours. Bring your toes together if you'd like. Knees apart. Push your hips to your heels. And you can fold your arms, resting your head in your arms. Swing your arms to the sides. Always got options. Couple of breaths. Should feel pretty good here as we push the hips towards the heels, lengthening the spine. And from here, let's bring it up. Ah, nice work. Staff pose is next. We're going to have a seat, the legs extended in front. Okay, staff pose. So the torso is nice and tall. Legs are extended in front. We're flexing the feet so the toes come back at you. This is like the starting position for all of our seated postures. Hands relax by your thighs or maybe a little bit further back. Torso is tall. I don't want you to slump forward. Your shoulders up, back, and down. Great. This is staff or down dogs. And from here, whew, cobbler's good. So bend the legs, feet are flat. Bring the soles of the feet together and drop the knees. Now for this one, I'm going to take advantage of my wall. I always talk about using the wall with this one. I really do like using the wall for this posture. You feel, well, you feel stable. Torso's flat against that wall. You can just rest your arms comfortably on your knees. That will add a little bit more pressure to open up the knees. Yeah, this is working with your pelvic girdle quite nicely. So here, for those of you with your clever phones, you can spend time texting somebody about what you're doing. Take a selfie of yourself. Take a look at the Washington Times, read a book, do whatever. I will say though, if you stay here too long enough, you're going to get some involuntary twitching going on in the legs. And your legs, your knees will start to flap a little bit. It's actually quite cool. For the average person, may take upwards of 6 minutes. Nothing painful. This is sort of neat. Other than that, adding a little bit of pressure with your arms works great. If that's not enough, and you need more, you can make sandbags out of a Ziploc bag. Sand in there. Put them onto the other part of your legs. Some studios have weighted sandbags you can put on, and it works out really nice. Okay, we're happy here. Go ahead and bring your knees up. You can bring them up together. Ooh. Squeeze the knees in. And take the legs out. I'm going to move back onto the mat here. Shake the legs out. All right, a simple twist. So, with the torso nice and tall, legs extended in front, let's twist to the right side of the mat. So that right arm props the torso up. That left hand is over the right leg. You can use these hands as brace blocks. You twist and look over your right shoulder. Now don't force the head. Your neck, it's just along from the right here as you look over your right shoulder. And that torso nice and tall helps us out in the long run. I know it's sometimes easy to slump forward or to the side. I'd rather you keep the torso as tall as you can. All right, let's twist to the center and let's do the other side. So I'm twisting to my left at this point. My left arm is supporting the torso, keeping me up nice and tall. Right hand is on that left leg. Using them as anchor points, now twist the torso a little tighter. Awesome, and recover. Woo. From a simple twist, bridge pose. So we're gonna lie down on our backs, legs are bent. So the heels are close to the hips, hands are down next to the feet. We'll just do one here. Keep us in the groove. We're targeting the lower back of this posture. All right, so here we go. I want you to carefully lift the pelvis. I want you to roll the pelvis off the mat, just a couple of inches. So your hips will be off of the mat. That's as far as we're going. With the hips and the pelvis. Now, go ahead and lift your toes off of the mat. Start driving the heels into the mat. At this point, with your toes lifted, your pelvis rolled off the mat, you've got everything engaged in the legs. If you don't believe me, you can use your hands and reach up and touch your glutes, i.e. your butt. Yep, it's tight. Hamstrings are tight and working, quadriceps are working. You can reach your calves, you'll know that already, and you'll feel it. You got your semius and your arches. They're all working. Everything in your leg is working. And believe it or not, we're targeting the lower back. All right, give me one more breath, please. In. And on your exhale, release your pelvis back to the mat, your hips back to the mat. Go ahead and windshield wipe the knees left and right a few times. All right, we're going to do this one. One of my favorite ones. You got it. It's morate cucaracha. I know I messed it up. Just deal with it, please. Happy baby. So we're going to bring the legs up. The legs are bent. We are reaching to grab our toes. You cannot grab your toes, grab your ankles or your shins, or wherever you can here, folks. The legs are bent, so we're trying to bring the knees down to the mat on the outside of the armpits. Now, if you want to be the dead bug, hang out right here and just work on those hamstrings. Have some fun of it. Be that happy baby. You can rock a little bit left and right. Now, rocking left and right works great. You know, a little massage in the spinal column always works well for it. From here, release the legs onto the mat. Full body stretch, folks. Bring the arms overhead. You have any shoulder issues? Be careful there, please. But you can point the toes, pull the stomach in. Breathing tight as you reach. Breathing in. And as you exhale, bring the arms down and bend the legs, feet are flat. Shathara Pradipiti, one more time. Let's drop the knees to the left. Keep your right shoulder on the mat. And yeah, you can go deeper if you want to. Kick that top leg out. If you didn't do it the first time, maybe it'll work for you now. You've got choices though, so if you've done too much of that lower back, keep the legs as they are, bending over to the left. You can look over your right shoulder. And from here, let's reverse. Let's bring the legs up one at a time, or together. Drop them to the right, and we're looking over our left side. You are still breathing as deep as you can. With every inhale and exhale, relax it. Breathe at your regular pace. Our practice is a combination. Stretching, working into the physical side, mental, we're just concentrating on what it is we're doing. All of that helps us unplug from everything happening on the outside of the walls you're within right now. Okay, looking good. Bring your head to neutral, bring your knees up, Appanasana. Bring your knees into your chest, arms on top or behind. Just squeeze in. Want to rock a little bit? That's fine. Compression of our lower abdominal organs works wonders for us. And release the legs onto the mat. All right, so your legs are separate here. Hips width apart, arms are relaxed by your sides, eyes are soft. Work virtual. Try to relax every muscle in you. Tighten your toes, your feet, and then release the tension. Feel that your calves are released and relaxed in the mat. No tension, no pressure in the legs at all. Your stomach sinks deeper into the body. Chest is relaxed. No tension in your shoulders. Feel your elbows, back of your arms on your mat. Fingers curling in slightly. No tension in the neck. The mouth is relaxed. Lines around your mouth. Tension in the forehead. Three regular, slow breaths. On that last breath, open the hands, fingers, and then bring the hands into fists. Then rotate the hands, working into the wrists. Do the same for the feet. Small rotations. You bring the arms up, zombie arms. Then one more full body stretch as you bring the arms overhead. Point the toes, reach the fingers. Nice inhale. Then on your exhale, recover the arms, bend your legs, roll the knees to the right side, and then sit up. Find a nice, comfortable seated posture. Any seated posture is fine. Let's relax. Body may be a bit tingly. Right, well, with a deep inhalation, bring the arms up and overhead. Palms come together. And exhale the breath as the hands come down. Match the third eye to your heart center. A wonderful session. Most awesome people around. Thank you. And namaste.